assessment video practice times 3. Okay, I come into the room, I wash my hands, I provide for privacy, Okay, and then I come up and I introduce myself to the patient. Hi, I'm Terry, and I'm going to be taking care of you today. I'm going to be one of the nurses that's taking care of you. I see you brought your family. Can you identify, are these your children? Very cute. Can you identify, I don't need to say identify. Can you tell me your name and your date of birth? Oh, bedtime bear, very nice to meet you. And when were you born? Fall of '81, fantastic. Can you tell me what today's date is? Great. And do you know where we are today? Where you're at today? Great. What brings you to see us? Sleepy all the time, huh? Not much energy. Okay, that's fine. I'm going to get some information from you and spend a little time talking to you while we're doing that, and then we'll kind of go from there. I'm going to start off by getting all of your vital signs. I'm going to get your blood pressure and your temperature and those kinds of things. So if you'll go ahead and let me get your temperature, and then I'm going to get the blood pressure. And just to make things easy while I get the blood pressure, I'm just going to go ahead and do all my stethoscope work at the same time. So I'm going to go ahead, after I get your blood pressure, I'm going to go ahead and listen to the apical pulse. And I'm going to listen for 1 minute. And then I'm going to listen to the lung sounds. Great. And can you sit up? Great. I'm just going to take a quick listen to your back. And just kind of work my way across and down. And listen on the sides. Great. Go ahead and lay back. Fantastic. You're not having any pain in your stomach or anywhere. Okay, fantastic. I'm just going to take a quick look and listen to your belly, and let me know if I hit on anything that is tender or painful, okay? So I'm going to look, I'm going to listen, look, listen, then feel. Important to remember with the abdominal area. So I'm going to listen to all 4 quadrants. Great. And it can be up to 5 minutes. It's 5 minutes is the standard for no sounds. Okay, great. Now, real quick before we start talking some more, I'm just going to look in your eyes. If you can just look at the wall behind me. And great. I'm just going to shine a light real quick in your eyes. And fantastic. And can you just watch my pen? Fantastic. Great. Okay. Now, you said that you were tired. Is that something that's been going on for a while, or is that something that's new? And I'm just going to kind of talk to them while I'm doing the whole rest of the assessment. And I'm not going to play with my computer in the background. Okay, I'm just going to talk to them while I'm doing the rest of the assessment and checking things out, just to, 1, make conversation, 2, be sure that they're alert and oriented, and find out all the information I need to know about them in the process of while I'm doing all of this. So I can use that information to evaluate the psychosocial later on my assessment form. I'm going to ask them about family, cultural, religious preferences, they live alone, where they work, and different things like that while we're talking. And I'm also going to start off by telling them that, as they can see, I'm a nursing student, and so I'm going to ask some questions that might be a little personal at times, but just relax, I'm learning, and your answers are just going to help me with that learning process. So don't feel uncomfortable, that's not my intent, and please stop me at any time, and if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. Great. I'm just going to start at your head and kind of work our way down so I can cover everything. And let me know if I touch on anything that is painful or tender, or if you think anything that might want to be known. I'm just going to sit your son over here to the side for a minute, and we can talk with him later. So first I'm going to check out your ears. Documentation, I would really want to document that you have some abnormalities going on with this ear up there, but I'm not going to point that out to you. I might ask how long it's been like this, and if you have any pain or drainage coming from that hole. I'm just going to look for drainage in the ears. I'm going to check the scalp. I'm going to check the hair to see if it's brittle or dry, and just kind of assess what things are like over there. You have your hands full with those children. And I'm going to feel down. I'm going to feel for the lymph nodes, any tenderness or swelling in the neck. I'm going to check the temporal pulse. I'm going to check the carotid pulse separately, not at the same time. I'm going to feel down, looking for bruises or any marks or anything on the arms. I'm going to check the brachial pulse and the radial pulse. I'm going to look at your fingers, at your nails. I'm going to check capillary refill and make sure it's less than 3 seconds. Then I'm going to come on down. I'm going to say that I'm going to just feel on down your legs and check for any swelling or anything. So we're going to go ahead and take off your shoes and socks so I can see your feet and your legs. Again, let me know if there's anything uncomfortable or tender spots that I touch. So I'm just going to feel and assess down the legs, same as I did with the arms. I'm going to check for the femoral pulse. I'm going to check for the popliteal pulse, the dorsal pedal pulse, and the posterior tibial pulse. And then I'm just going to check the feet, same as I did the hands, and just make sure everything's okay. After I've done all that, I'll let you know it's okay to sit back up. And then, so before I leave, we're just going to do a couple more things. Let's go over here. We're going to check your height and your weight. And while the patient does that, I'm going to use that opportunity to assess their gait and their posture and just their ambulation in general. Then they can come back over and have a seat, and I'm just going to say that it's been a pleasure talking to you, and ask if you have any more questions or concerns that we didn't already address that you'd like to make sure that we cover and that we're aware of. And then ask if there's anything that they need or that I can get before I leave the room.